Can a biased mediator invalidate your workplace mediation? Imagine sitting across from someone who's supposed to help you settle a workplace dispute, but you feel they're on one side. That feeling of unfairness can make you wonder if the whole process is worth it. In labor and employment law, the question of whether a biased mediator can invalidate a workplace mediation is a common concern. Let's explore how bias impacts the fairness and legality of these processes. Mediation is a voluntary way for employees and employers to resolve disputes without going to court. It involves a neutral third party called a mediator who guides the conversation. The mediator's job is to be impartial, treating everyone equally and respecting each side's points. They follow strict ethical rules that requiring fairness, confidentiality, and respect for the parties' right to decide their own outcome. If a mediator shows bias, like favoring one side, ignoring certain arguments, or giving legal advice, it can break those ethical rules. Such conduct can make the process feel unfair to one or both parties. When people feel the process was biased, they might believe the agreement was not truly voluntary or fair. This can cause problems later if someone tries to challenge or undo the settlement. However, bias by itself does not automatically make the mediation invalid in a legal sense. Since mediation is a voluntary and non-binding process, the law generally recognizes that parties agree to settle based on their own free will. If a party feels the mediator was biased, they can raise concerns during the process. They can ask for a different mediator or choose to leave the mediation altogether. In case a dispute reaches a court or a labor relations board, the party claiming bias can present evidence of the mediator's partiality. If the bias is proven to have influenced the outcome or caused unfair coercion, the court or board might decide to set aside the settlement. But if the bias did not affect the fairness of the process or the parties' voluntary agreement, the settlement may still stand. It's also helpful for parties to document any concerns about bias as they happen. If someone suspects bias, raising the issue early can help avoid problems later. Employers and employees should be aware that a mediator's impartiality is essential to a fair process. If bias is suspected, acting quickly and providing evidence can be key to protecting your rights. In summary, a biased mediator does not automatically invalidate a workplace mediation. The impact depends on whether the bias affected the fairness of the process and the parties' voluntary agreement. Maintaining mediator impartiality is vital for trust and effectiveness in resolving workplace disputes.